friend. I hope you had an amazing week. So we're still on our series where we talk a little bit about the deeper things of the movie The Lion King. And look, I have a little lion here, which is pretty amazing. So today I want to talk about the truth and how the truth sets you free. So at one part in the movie, this young lion Simba, he comes into a situation like he runs into a gorge, and in that gorge there's a ton of animals coming down, and he's really in danger for his life. And his dad goes after him, right? Like his dad is running down, tries to save him, and he grabs him and puts him on the side up. And then the dad falls back in, but the dad gets out. But like Simba can't see that. Like he climbs up at another wall, and on the top of the wall is the uncle. And the uncle is pretty much a very evil man, and or evil lion in this case, and he really wants to be king. So he pretty much like in this moment he doesn't help his brother. Instead, he grabs him by like his like paws and throws him in, and the father dies. Okay, and then young Simba, when the stampede and everybody, all the animals are gone, runs down, tries to call out for his dad and can't find him. But then he sees him laying there, his father dead. And then the uncle comes down, right? Like he's just like, Dad, like, wait, come on, come back to life. But it's too late, like the father's dead. The uncle comes down and tells him, hey, you killed your father. You killed him. And you are a murderer. Like, and Simba's like, oh no, oh no. And all this shame started coming over him. All this shame, and yeah, like he killed his father, right? Like that's pretty bad. So he runs away, and he goes to another land. And in that other land he lives. And over time, that shame has so much control over his life that he separates himself from his family because he runs away from his family. Like when he goes to the other land, all his family's home, right? And he runs away. And in this other land, he just lives his life. But he lives his life away from the truth. He lives a lie, like the whole time. He doesn't live in the truth at all. He just believes that lie. And then eventually, he faces that lie, and he faces his uncle when he comes back home. He faces his uncle, and he finds out the truth. He finds out the truth like that. He didn't kill him. His uncle did. He didn't kill his father. But he already came back with knowing that the truth is what brings freedom to him. It takes away the shame. It takes away everything. And that's a beautiful picture, actually, and a very good parallel to the Bible as well. So if you look at the story, like it starts right away in Genesis when you look at the story of Adam and Eve, right? They do something they shouldn't do, right? They eat from the apple or whatever fruit it was. And then all the things happen to them. They start like realizing, oh no, we just did something we're not supposed to do. But instead of confessing it and going to God, like and being like, hey, I'm sorry, we failed, they hide it, right? Like Simba hid. He ran to another land. They hid. And shame started overcoming them. They were afraid to see God in that moment. They couldn't come before him. Like Simba couldn't come in front of his family because shame told him a lie, and shame told Adam and Eve a lie. And it held them captive. Right? And it was really sad. And then they ended up getting out of paradise and all this stuff, and crazy stuff happened. But then Jesus came for redemption, right? We all know that. And in John 9, no wait, it's John 8, I don't want to tell you something wrong. John 8:32, it says, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So meaning with that, Jesus says, when you know the truth will set you free. It will set you free from any shame. It will set you free from any lie, from anything. When you know the truth, you will be free. Isn't that amazing? When we take that parallel again to the Lion King, like to Simba, like the moment he knew the truth, that moment he totally stepped into who he is. That moment all the shame was gone, all those lies that trapped him, all the things that hindered him from having a relationship with his family were gone. Isn't that amazing? And that's what God wants for each one of us. God doesn't want you to live in shame. God doesn't want you to live in a lie, in something that's holding you away. God wants you to be free. He wants you to be totally free. And He wants you to know the truth. The absolute truth. Because He knows the truth will set you free. So I want to encourage you today to pray and ask God, what is holding your shame, or what is shame in your life? What shame do you have in your life? Not what is shame in your life. What shame do you have in your life? And what's holding you trapped in it? What lie are you believing that keeps that shame there and keeps you away from relationship? And keeps you away maybe even from God? Like, God you can't really be away from. Like, He wants to be with you. But in our mind, we can build a wall so we can stay away from Him and be like, no, I don't want to deal with you because all this shame's holding me. And it's true for other people as well. So I want to encourage you today. Ask God, where is shame in my life? And then ask Him to help you get rid of it. So you know the truth. So you can live in the truth. Because He wants to set you free. Have a blessed week.